I hope that you guys are doing wonderful. I prayed for this, okay? I prayed, I journaled, there's a part of me that's just like, what happens when the other shoe drops? You know, like, am I gonna be extremely crushed? Will I be able to handle it? But then I'm like, I'm Jade, of course I can handle it. And on the other hand, I'm like, why am I even like thinking about those negative things? Of course I'm gonna remain in my positive element. So if there is another shoe, a hypothetical shoe, and that shoe falls or drops, whatever, I am confident enough to know that I can handle it. And at the same time, I don't want my happiness to be weighed by if something bad happens. And for a long time, I have talked myself out of being at this level of happy because I was just always like, every time I get happy, something bad happens. And I feel like that's kind of like a limiting mindset. Like, why am I doing that? Why am I telling myself, oh, if I'm happy, something bad is going to happen? And I know that it happens, but sometimes we are the cause of that. Sometimes it's like we want the bad to happen, and I know, believe me, I know, but hear me out. I know that when you're happy, you want to remain happy, but we allow those thoughts to manifest and take over our lives. So when something bad happens, you're like, see, I know something bad was gonna happen. I know that this was gonna happen. And I just think that it is so unfair how much we sabotage ourselves, and we need to stop that. Yes, we live in a world where bad things happen, but so does the good. And I want you to understand that you are very much deserving of the good that is going to happen. And because you are so deserving of the good, I know that the thoughts may arise, but the thoughts are only possible if you allow them. So as soon as they come up, block them out with the positives. Okay? Bad things happen in life. Good things happen in life. And for a while, you believed that the good will never happen to you because so much bad has happened. But we're now putting that to the side, okay? We are now focusing on the good that happens. The good will happen. The good will continue to happen because the season of all the bad is gone. We are growing. We are healing. We are maturing. So whenever those negative thoughts linger, remove them from your reality. Do not manifest them into your reality. Why don't you believe that you deserve good? You deserve it, You deserve to have this big smile, from ear to ear. You deserve to have these wonderful things. You deserve to just be so enthralled by everything around you. You deserve to just have this burst of energy that's just so pure and amazing. You deserve all of that, and you know that you deserve that. So I'd like for you to just stop thinking about the bad. If the bad happens, we'll deal with it. But the bad that will happen, it doesn't have any right to remove all the good that has been consistently happening for you lately. And I'm telling you that because I'm also telling myself that. Because I remember moments in my life when I felt happy and I felt like this was too good to be true. So I ruined it. I ruined it because I know what to expect when it doesn't work out. I'm good with it not working out because I don't want to build myself up enough and believe in myself, and then I still end up falling on my face. So oftentimes I did diminish my own happiness. I looked for the problem where there was none. I created scenarios that I think would play out just because I wanted to sabotage myself, because I've always been in predicaments where I just didn't You know, I wasn't on the receiving end of whatever I thought of. But the thing is, as much as I thought of the great things, I didn't act on the great things happening because the bad parts of them seemed more likely. So now I am telling you, and I'm being honest, I'm being upfront, that that's how I was going about my life. And one day I was just like, it might seem like a long shot, but I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing that hurting myself thing. I'm not gonna just damage me because, you know. So here I am. I've accepted the happy, I've accepted the good things, and to be honest, I am flowing, okay? I am flowing, and I took a chance on myself, and I love it, and I cannot tell you that the negative thoughts consume my everything anymore. And the negative thoughts that I have is just like, what if it doesn't work out? What if you're crazy to think this? What if you're crazy to believe this? This is not going to happen for you. This has never happened for you before. So why are you just being so silly now to think that it's just going to happen out of the blue? And I allowed those thoughts to dictate my moves. I allowed it to just diminish every ounce of everything that I had going on. And as much as it pains me to say, I was the problem. I was my own problem, okay? I created my own problem myself because it was me. And I need to stop that. And so I did stop that. I don't know, but you see that shadow work that people say you should do? You really should. And it sounds simple, but it's not. You have to find out why. You have to sit with yourself in solitude, you know, confine yourself to a room where you just have nothing but you to face, no one but yourself to face, and deal with it. Just deal with it. Deal with the things that broke your heart. Deal with the things that you shut off from yourself, and figure out why you did. Why did you shut it out? Why do you think that you are undeserving? And sometimes the truth that you're gonna find, you're gonna be so embarrassed, so ashamed of it, but it's your truth. And the only way to not have your truth eat at you is by facing it. And facing it is not easy, guys. It's not. Facing yourself, facing the truth about everything that you've been through and everything that you participated in, and taking accountability. I mean, who does that? Like, hello, not me. Accountability. But it's something that you have to do, and it's very uncomfortable. It's gonna just 9 times out of 10 you're gonna stop the process because you're gonna be like, but then there's just gonna be this one time out of the 10 that you're gonna be like, you know what, I'm not bullying myself anymore. I'm not gonna be afraid of myself. I'm gonna stand up and say, yeah, I did that shit. Yeah, I was a part of it. Yes, embarrassingly, yes. And then one day when you do that, it's not the same anymore. And that's where the forgiving comes in, the self-forgiveness. And sometimes you have to forgive other people too. And that one, I'm not gonna come in front of you and act as if I'm good at that one, because some things I really did not deserve. Some things that has made me very bitter to certain other things. And I feel like I have the right to be bitter about it. I have the right to not forgive. And so there were people who came and they're like, you know, forgive people, not just to forgive them, but forgive them so that you can move on. And I'm like, that's so silly. I don't need to forgive them so I can move on. I don't need them. But truthfully, as silly as it sounds, you do. You need to forgive them. Even if it's not a face-to-face thing, you need to forgive their actions so that you can remove yourself from that trap, from that place where you keep yourself buried. And that's a serious one-on-one conversation with you. That's some serious self-help. You're gonna need a lot of patience, and you're just gonna need to be able to face your demons, face all the things that you buried deep. And we have to deal with the self-abandonment, and we abandon ourselves and we think that we don't, and then we get mad at other people who we care for when they abandon us. Whole time we're doing the same thing too. So that's where I'm at in my journey, and I started doing it. As silly as it sounded, I took it a step at a time, and I'm not completely 100% there yet. I don't think I'll just ever heal in the space of a year or 2 years or a few months. No, but a moment at a time. I am unpacking with myself, and I am learning who I am, and I'm forgiving who I am. I'm understanding who I am, and I am growing with myself, and I'm happy, honestly, guys. And I don't, the other shoe dropping is just not a focal point of mine right now. No, it's time for me to go through the good part of life, because I've oftentimes wondered when the good is going to come. And to be fair, the good came a lot of times, but I pushed it away because I wasn't in a place to receive it. And I know now that I wasn't in a place to receive it, because every time it came, I sabotaged it based off my own delusions. I sabotaged it because I was just like, you ain't about to trick me, hell no. When I look back at it now, I'm like, girl, what? Why did you chase it away? But I don't regret that I chased it away, because I was just in a cycle of self-sabotage and hopelessness. And now I let it go. Now I opened up to myself, and I made a great decision. And life has just been happening for me, guys. And the people in my life I've seen another side of them that I was like, damn, they were showing it all along, but I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking because I didn't want to see it. I wanted to be angry. I wanted to be mad. I wanted to just have a temper tantrum. I wanted to just be silly. I wanted to just be in my own way. But no, when I realize the errors of my way and I dial it back and I look at it, I'm like, Jade, it was always right there. It was always right there. And so I want to tell you that it's right there for you too. But it all depends on how you approach yourself and your healing stages. Okay? So thank you so much for everyone who is here. Thank you for trying with yourself. Thank you for being here. I'm not the best at being vulnerable. I struggle with that. I still do, probably always will. But I'm giving it a chance just to see if I can really push myself to rise above everything that I've limited myself as. And so far, I'm good. I'm good. And on the days when it feels a little bit challenging, I don't run and hide from it. I accept it. I go to the drawing board, I course correct it, and I try again. And I want you to do the same. So yeah, it's a short one today, but I just wanted to tell you what was on my mind, and hopefully I can help you. So please be kind to yourself, be patient with your journey, and try new things, try new things. You never know. You find that you like things. Me lately, what did I find that I like I don't know. I think I like a little bit of everything nowadays. Like, I'm not very big on leaving my house, so I've been trying to take more walks at random times of the day. Like, I'll drive to the park and then I just walk, you know. I'm hanging out with people. I'm still reading. I'm still reading. I don't know. I'm trying different things, and some of them I'm like, oh God, what? And then some of them I'm like, I'm happy I tried it. And you know, surprisingly, some of the things that I didn't think I'd like, I actually like them. And so I want you to do that too. Take it easy with yourself though. Don't do it just because I said to do it, but talk yourself into it and try. And if you don't like it, at least you tried. But don't limit yourself anymore, because that does nothing for us. Okay? So stay beautiful, stay amazing. Shout out to you for being who you are. The world needs more authentic souls. So yeah, thank you so much. And please remember that time is your most valuable asset, and the fact that you are sharing some with me for any given moment, I am grateful. All right, you enjoy the rest of your day or night depending on when you see this. All right, bye.